Oh, I've got no coffee left. Fuck's sake.
I had a big delivery of coffee this morning, of like different flavoured coffee.
Frank Sinatra is a man known for two things: singing a bunch of jazz songs in the 1950s and his love of immaculately pressed suits. In regards to the latter, did you know that Frank Sinatra's obsession with cleanliness and always looking his best was such that his own friends made fun of him for it?
So the legend that is Frank Sinatra is a style icon, like he still is today.
Yeah, like even today you will see articles from like style websites talking about Frank Sinatra and what made his style so timeless and so unique. And he was known in his lifetime for spending virtually every waking moment in a bespoke suit tighter than a blacksmith's handshake.
Well, was that just his public image, wearing a suit?
It wasn't actually, and according to people who knew Frank Sinatra best, he would wear the same tailored bespoke three-piece suits when he was lounging around the house. And according to people who knew him more intimately, he would even get dressed up in a suit to go to the bathroom at night and take a shit.
The hell?
Like, that's how obsessed with image and cleanliness and just looking his best that this man was. He would get dressed up to go for a shit.
That's extreme. Just me just sat in like...
I think here's me just sat on the toilet. Here's me recording from the bathroom like a legend.
No, I just sit in like joggers and shorts and stuff to work. I know you say obviously you're on camera, but you like to get dressed every day.
I think that suit thing died off really quick when we had that mini heat wave at the start thing. I'll go put it on now, one sec. The jacket's over in the corner. I can put it on, but if we're talking about a guy who wore a suit, it makes sense, doesn't it? And I like dressing up and I like this jacket, but the thing I like the most about this suit, and no one can see it, is the trousers I bought to go with the suit that I'm super pissed off I can't wear anymore because no fucker is going to see me in it because my ass looks so great in those fucking trousers. And I remember the first day I got that suit when I was walking around town, I walked past my ex-fucking girlfriend and she was clearly on her way to the gym or something and she's got like no makeup on and a ponytail and it's all scraggly, like she hurried past me and I was stood there like that and I'm like, yeah, I feel great. And now like a fucking moron. And I slathered all of myself.
I'm just imagining you stood posing with your arse out like, yeah, check me out.
Bam! There we go, love. Fucking on it. But yeah, it's nice to dress like that, but there's a limit. And when I'm in my own fucking house, I don't put on... Oh, God, who's texting me? Damn it, I'm working instead. But when I'm in my own house, that's my time, that's Karl time. Also, I've just realised I probably covered up my mic with that bastard. Boop, boop, boop. I'll fix that bit. It's fine, it's fixed. Bam! So that's, fun fact, that's the reason I decided to wear this in some videos, is because we can clip this to here, and then the other microphone to here. God damn it, man, someone fucking wants my attention today. Mute. I hope they don't watch these videos. I'm mad now. Didn't answer me. I'm at work. Anyway, Frank Sinatra.
You're working, it's fine.
It's fine.
So yeah, even today, people still talk about Frank.
Yeah, and his sense of style, and there are many, many guides you can find online, like how to dress like Frank Sinatra, how to achieve that timeless Sinatra look. And none of them ever seem to talk about the fact his suits probably cost more than a car. So I'd argue that's a lot to do with why he looks so good. Like I bought this from fucking Top Man. And it's never going to look as good or fit as well as a custom-made bespoke suit made for you by the finest tailors in the world. Like, this shit's off the rack. It's like, you can't compete. But whenever you read those style articles, they can't mention that. Because the idea that they're trying to say is that, this look is achievable and affordable. And we want you to buy the magazine so you can learn about how to get it. If they just said, spend $1,000 on a really good suit and then go to a tailor to get it perfectly fitted to you, that's not really good advice. Anyone could do that.
So I would love to get custom fitted jeans because I find it really difficult to find jeans that fit properly. It's like they're either too baggy, around the waist, or they're too tight, and it's like, I'm like, you know how women's sizes go in twos 10 to 12 to 14 whatever. I'm sure I'm like an 11 or something like that, or 10
Just
and a
one
half.
in the middle. I'm the same with shoes. I've got feet that are 10 and a half. So not quite an 11. Because if I say 11 and then people see there's a gap in the end, it's like, you're just saying it because you want to have size. But if I say 10, they're too small. It's like 10 and a half. Just that half. It makes a lot of difference when you've got to wear that shit all day. But I've always wanted to go get a proper custom-made suit. And I'm guessing it's going to be a lot cheaper after lockdown ends because no fucker's going to be wearing suits anymore. Because did you see that amazing article in the LA Times from that guy who's like, yeah, I know we're all working from home, but can we please dress like adults?
What?
Yeah, and the reason I want to mention it is because
Okay.
I'll send you a link to the article after this, but please put a picture of the guy who wrote the article behind me now. And I'd like the audience at home to think about the fact this guy here wrote an article criticising people for not dressing like adults.
I'm going to guess he's like dressed
Like an
stupidly
idiot, yeah.
or like
He's-
childish or something.
You know, he's wearing like a pork pie hat
Oh, okay. I was not
indoors,
expecting that.
unironically. He also, in his article, which we talked about on the podcast, that's linked back by the way, he mentions that he wears shoes indoors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
How do you think about that?
Why? What's the point?
Exactly. What's the fucking point? What's the point of anything anymore? Why do we even bother getting dressed? Frank
Well,
Sinatra
wear
did though,
slippers.
and that's the topic of today's video. I've got slippers in the office as well. Oh man, where'd they go? I can't wear them anymore because I'm only in for a bit. Let me try and find them. Nisha, talk for a bit. Yeah, let me try and find them. They're in the office somewhere. I'm not on camera anymore, but they can still hear me. God damn it, where are my slips?
Yeah, is it those like Monster Claw?
There's some. Yeah, I found them.
Slippers that you
Yes,
had?
got them.
I used to have some of those. They were bright pink.
Yeah, I've got them.
purple,
Yeah.
Fluffy claw slippers.
I wear
So good.
these like when people, like when we're in the office, 'cause when we record, when we're all in person, we're usually in the office for a couple hours, and we'll like, go for food or something like midway through filming, and we can usually get a lot more done because when you're in person, you tend to have a lot more energy and more stuff to talk about. But yeah, this is how I rock around the office, and when I'm doing editing here, I'll be shuffling around the office with a cup of coffee wearing these bastards. And I've had multiple encounters with people who work in other offices walking past me, looking down, and they have one of two reactions. And it's either they look at me and go, or they'll look at me and go, that's a fucking good idea. I wish I'd thought of that. I wish I brought slippers to the office. That's so good.
There's been many times where I've been like waiting in reception and you've come to meet me and you're wearing them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's one we want. You know you're going to have an interesting day when you come rocking up with some big fucking bare feet slippers.
Now, bringing it back to Sinatra,
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned he's obsessed with his image.
He was, yes, but he was also obsessed with cleanliness, because we all know cleanliness is next to godliness, and it's noted that Sinatra would obsessively wash his hands and preen himself, which, according to contemporary sources from the time he was alive, made him a natural target for amateur psychologists who tried to discern why exactly he was so obsessed with his appearance and like keeping clean, when it's pretty obvious today the guy probably just had a minor form of OCD, which is kind of understandable when you realise that he'd wear a three-piece suit 24 hours a day and wear a hat to go take a shit. Like, it doesn't take an expert to figure out the guy's probably got OCD at that point, does it? It's also worth noting that according to people who knew him personally, he would take about, and I'm not making this up, 60 showers a week.
Jesus.
Which, I'm going to just put it out there, is probably a few too many showers. I have 2 showers a day.
A few.
So that's, 14 a week? So he was having 4 times as many showers as I do. And I'm guessing as well, Frank Sinatra's shower was very nice, because he was very wealthy. So maybe if I had a shower as nice as one Frank Sinatra, I'd spend more time in it.
Yeah, same.
Because one of the things that, because I've had this argument with friends before, so I'm at that age now where I've got friends who are starting to buy houses, and they're buying houses and they're spending all this money redoing their kitchen. So, get a really nice oven and a massive fridge and all that stuff. And I've had the same conversation with each of them, which is, how often do you actually cook? And I'm not talking throwing something on the hob in a pan. I mean actually cooking and using that $5,000 oven you just bought. Compare that to how many times you take a shit or use the toilet or get a shower, which is every single day. And I've always wondered why people don't spend that kind of money renovating their bathroom and just getting a sick, awesome shower. Because every person I've ever met who's used one of those like waterfall showers with really good water pressure, it's like it changes your life. One of the best days of my entire life is when I was stopping in a hotel and we got a free upgrade to a better room and it had a waterfall shower in it and a free minibar. And I was drinking champagne in a waterfall shower, just playing All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled on fucking max volume. Like, yeah, motherfucker. And I went home and looked at the power shower that comes from the fucking tap. And looking at it and going, it's not the same.
I love when I visit my mum's house because they've redone the whole house. Like they moved, like my mum and my stepdad moved into a new house and they've like redone the whole house, like had a kitchen extension, that sort of thing. But the bathroom is my favourite room because they've got an amazing shower, they've got a spa bath,
Yes.
and then they've got a cabinet which is Bluetooth, which you can sync your phone to and play music while you're in the shower in the bath.
It's the future. Have you ever seen the interview with Anthony Mackie? Where it's like all the stuff that he does in a day. And he talks about the fact he custom designed this special shower which just sends him to the shower dimension because it's got like 400 nozzles. And he said he steps in and just nozzles come from every direction and clean every part of his body at the same time.
Oh, I think I might have seen something like that. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but I've seen like a shower like that.
He also changed my life when he just gave the advice of, they asking, so what do you sleep in? He said, I sleep naked. I said, why do you sleep naked? Because I paid a lot of money for nice sheets. I want to feel my nice sheets. He also bought himself like an old person bed that sits up. And they asked him, why did you get an old person bed? He goes, because I want to watch TV in bed and not hurt my neck. And it's like, man, I wish I had the confidence of this man. It's like, that's a really smart fucking idea. The closest thing I've ever heard to that was when I was at a house party. And Joe, those fridges that you get, because this is the only time I've ever seen the benefit of one of those really expensive fridges that have a water compartment in them.
Yeah.
And they just dispense like, ice cold water. He put Chardonnay in it.
Oh, nice.
And it was for a house party, so you just get ice cold Chardonnay from the fucking fridge. It's like, yes! But to end this video on the topic it started on, Frank Sinatra, a side effect of the fact he was so obsessed with his cleanliness is the fact that he apparently smelled really, really nice all the time.
Not surprised.
And there's a lot of interviews with people who met Frank Sinatra. It's like, oh, what do you remember about him? I was like, he just smelled really nice. And it seems like such a weird thing for people to know until you realise the man obsessively cleans himself and took 60 showers a week. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. If anything, it'd be worse if he smelled weird.
So yeah, it'd be a bit weird if like you took that many showers and didn't smell nice.
Yeah. So I try and take 2 showers a day, and people probably not believe in that because I look quite sweaty. In this thing, it's a very warm day today.
It's hot, yeah.
And I can't cut my hair properly. I've tried to thin it out myself with scissors and it's not going well, as you can probably tell. So I've got a very... it's like wearing a hat all the time, is the way I describe it. So my head is constantly very, very warm and my cheeks are quite red. This is what I look like when I try, folks. I'm sorry. You can't help it, can you? And it's like, man.
Because I have quite long hair at the minute, which needs cutting, I just have to like kind of scrape it back into a bun or a ponytail. Because my neck and my shoulders get so hot when it's like
just the worst. So my ears get very warm.
Yeah, it's pretty mean that you mentioned that his friends would make fun of him for cleaning.
Yeah, it does seem a bit strange. It's like, Frank, you clean all the time. So I should clarify what his friends actually said. And the story goes that Frank Sinatra's friends would refer to him as Lady Macbeth due to his obsessive hand-washing habit. For people who don't get why that joke's funny, the character of Lady Macbeth is famous for obsessively washing her hands to the point they are red raw to try and get rid of blood that she's imagining.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Out damn spot, I believe the quote is. I can just imagine, though, all right, Lady Macbeth, and then Frank Sinatra just went into just the shower zone. I'll be honest, though, I think I've rode out quarantine quite well, because when it first started, I just had this image of what I'd look like right at the end of it. Because as of right now, they're talking about relaxing the lockdown. Because I just had this image of me looking like Robin Williams from Jumanji. It's like, what year is this? And people might be looking at this clean-shaven, babby face and thinking, Karl, that would never happen to you. Like, I have to shave every single day. Every single day. But the problem is, I only grow hair here. So I tried growing like a beard for the first 2 weeks of quarantine, and I just looked in the mirror. It looks like I've sucked on a tailpipe. The way my dad always puts it when I grow out the bum fluff, it's just like you've sucked on a cat's arsehole.
Oh no.
Just like the fur all around here. It's like, God damn it. And the problem is as well, I don't grow sideburns either for some reason. I get no hair there. So when I trimmed my hair and cut it all to, oh shit, I got sideburns, so there's just no hair. He's like, oh God damn.
I'm just like imagining like if you could like grow a full-grown beard, you'd look like Hiccup at the end of like How to Train Your Dragon 3. He's got a big bushy beard.
If I could grow, I would look like that character, but I don't look like Flint Lockwood instead. It's fucking annoying, man. If I could grow a beard, I'd look alright, but I don't, so I look shit all the time. So I can't even do the man thing of just getting a beard and a fuckboy haircut. No, I've got to just stick around instead. That's the problem. Instead, I've just got to have this mess. Yeah, I'm glad. Because I just had this image in my head, like, I'm going to look awful after quarantine. And I do, admittedly, but not as bad as I thought I would, so I'm doing good. So I can actually go get some sun now. Maybe find out I get some of that vitamin D. Get it down me, man. Need it. Need that D. That's a sound clip that's going to haunt me in the future. Feel that one.